Well, Vern and I are down here in Cherry Ridge, and we're gonna try to construct a platform that I can access the food plots pretty much across the swamp with the tractor. The issue is some of those wet holes are full of mud and muck and stuff, and I can't really get through them with the tractor when it's wet like it is right now. So we're gonna build a few platforms that we can just put down and try to get the tractor through that, so when I go to plant them, you know, 3 weeks from now, I can get to them with a tractor and whatnot. And right now I can't even get to it in the UTV. It's too muddy and wet. So this is gonna try to help us for getting there. We'll see. We just have two of these 2 by 12 by 16, and we're gonna put a bunch of these treated pieces every foot or so and connect them and see if it works out. Vern and I got the platforms all constructed. We got lots of bracing on them. We're gonna take them back and test them out right now. If we can maneuver through the woods here without hitting trees with them. Getting the Stump 4 moved down to that staging plot down in Cherry Ridge. It's been quite a process so far this morning, but we're making headway. My green portable blind is gonna go right here where this one was. I want to be able to spend more time in this one and archery hunt out of it and stuff, so that's why we're moving it to a place I'll spend more time this fall.
I don't know if just freaking back up or what. I thought there was a hook on here.
There used to be.
Yeah, I'm sure. You want to run it out and then try to winch or just back up?
I'll try backing up and see if it moves out. The Stump 4 has found a new home over here. We got it into place today and got her all buckled down. Everything's attached, everything's level. We got a heck of a view of this hidey hole food plot down here in the creek bottom. I'll jump up here and show you what it looks like through the window. There's the view of the food plot right there, and a lot of, I think for archery wise, my shot's gonna be right here. There's a big creek crossing over here, and they're gonna be going through there at about 30 yards. And that's where I believe a lot of my archery shooting will be. And this is gonna be a great rifle stand too. Should be pretty awesome. It's another really hot and muggy one today. The next step is spraying these food plots back here. There's some new growth weeds that are up, and I'm going to go ahead and spray them probably today or tomorrow and get everything killed, because I'll be planting it in 2 weeks here. So lots of good work done. On to getting some water. I'm thirsty. Well, this is the very last herbicide application of the year. We're going to spray the hidey hole food plots, and there's hardly any weeds coming up in them, but there's a few new green leafy things coming up. So we're going to go ahead and terminate those, and then we're going to till it up one more time before we plant it here in a few weeks. But we're going to get one last good kill on everything in there and make sure we have a weed-free seed bed when we go to plant our harvest salad come right around August 20th. There wasn't too much left in this bin here. Well, that didn't last long. We're back here in the hidey hole food plot in Cherry Ridge where the Stump 3 is located, and you can see all the weeds that are coming up in here. It's just kind of blanketed with little weeds, and we're gonna go ahead and spray those today and terminate everything that's coming up here, and then we're gonna be planting it here in a few weeks to harvest salad from Real World. Super excited about that mix back here. I think it's going to be really, really good. I mowed all that winter rye down with the lawnmower, and then I tilled all that thatch in, and there's a whole bunch of winter rye that's new growth that's coming up there that I'm going to terminate as well. Doesn't really need to be terminated, but I just want a smooth slate to plant that harvest salad on, so we're going to terminate all that, even though it's nice luscious winter rye coming up now. There's lots of deer tracks in here. Let's go ahead and get after it. Well, we made it over to the staging plot across the creek from the plot we were just at, and this is the plot that Vern cleared out with the excavator, and I touched up a little bit. You can see there's a lot of new growth weeds in here, which is kind of what I was hoping for. I was going to be able to terminate all those weeds that were going to come up, and then we're going to terminate those today with the glyphosate, and then we're going to come in here and plant it in a few weeks to that harvest salad. I'm super excited about that. We got the Stump 4 in here yesterday, which was quite a process. We had to build a special platform to get through some mud holes over here, but we got it in place, and we got awesome screening from this plot right here. I'll be able to get in and out of that totally undetected from deer that are in this plot. This is a little bit over a 1/4 acre right here. And this apple tree is absolutely loaded with apples. Take a look at this thing. These branches are just hanging right to the ground. They're so full of apples. There's some that are actually falling on the ground over here. Let's see what they taste like. Try to get it cleaned up as good as I can. Wow, surprisingly pretty good for this early. This is a really early ripening apple tree. There's a pile of deer under this thing every night. I got a camera right there on that tree, and every night there's a whole bunch of them under here chomping on these things. Check out this trail that's coming into this food plot over here. This is pretty wild. Absolute cow path right here. We're gonna go ahead and hop in the Honda and get all this sprayed and get all these weeds terminated, and then this is gonna be a luscious food plot a month from now. Well, I'm up here checking out the food plots at the upper farm, and looks like we got good germination up here. That brassica mix is coming up pretty good. A lot of these hickory nuts are already falling. You see lots of deer tracks in here where they're already eating these nuts. These trees are loaded with nuts this year. I mean, so much so the branches are hanging right over. And the deer love these nuts. But looks like we got good germination. This is the backwoods blend from Ravlin Hill, coming up really nice. I gotta go change the camera over here. I'm not getting good enough cell service. It'll get cell service like once every 2 days and send a bunch of pictures all at once, and then just not working out. So we'll put that camera somewhere where it'll actually work good the way it's supposed to. But food plots are looking good up here.